Hey everybody, today we're doing Chapter 17, Comparing the Price and Quality of Goods. Our topic is financial literacy, and you'll see that we have the term financial literacy right here along with the definition, if you can see my cursor moving along. The definition is the ability of individuals to use knowledge and skills to manage limited financial resources effectively for a lifetime of financial security. This is one of the most important chapters that we will probably do this year because this is a chapter that sets a base for you where you should be with your finances, because your habits that you are developing as children could end up being your habits that you have as an adult. If you find yourself not saving your money but spend, then that's probably what you'll do in adulthood. If you decide to change your habits to something that's more positive and looking at saving money, then you could change the whole outcome of your financial future. So keep that in mind as we go through this. This isn't just a chapter where, oh no, I have to learn this. This is a chapter that affects your life for a lifetime. So our state standard is when selecting items to buy, individuals can compare the price and quality of available goods and services. After reading this chapter, you should be able to identify the following terms: financial literacy, comparison shopping, online shopping engines. You should also know how to comparison shop for goods and services and evaluate claims made by manufacturers about their products. The main idea of this content statement: 100 years ago, consumers had to examine goods by themselves for defects. Today, laws protect consumers from faulty products. Under such laws, consumers are entitled to exchange or a refund for defective goods. Comparison shopping: wise consumers consider both the price and quality of any good or service they are about to buy. If the same item is sold by two sellers, then consumers will often purchase from the seller offering the same quality at the lowest price. However, different sellers offer different goods that are similar but not exactly the same. For example, foreign-made goods are sometimes less expensive than goods made in the United States by American workers, but the quality of these goods may not always be the same. Consumers, therefore, carefully consider the following factors when evaluating the quality of competing goods. And guys, this is something you should do every time before you make a purchase. What materials is each good made of? How long is each good likely to last? Does one good meet personal needs more closely than others? Does the difference in quality between goods justify a difference in price? If the materials used to make a particular good are safer and more durable, the workmanship is superior, then it may be worthwhile to pay more for that product. When consumers examine competing products before making a purchase, this is called comparison shopping. Now, here again is a definition and a term. Comparison shopping is your term, and the definition is consumers examine competing products before making purchases. Comparison shopping often involves looking at newspaper advertisements, making phone calls, looking online, and visiting different stores to find out which sellers are offering the best price. Being an informed consumer: the typical American family buys hundreds of goods each year, from clothes and food to books and furnishing. They also buy services, from haircuts to washing their car and obtaining health care. Consumers are often happy with many of their purchases, products, and services, but usually not all of them. Manufacturers often advertise their products as less costly, superior in quality, and free of dangerous chemicals. Such claims may sound wonderful, but are they true? With so many manufacturers making so many products and issuing so many claims, it can often be difficult for consumers to evaluate which claims are accurate. Independent reviews: how can you know if a product you are buying is the best quality? Can you be sure the product will perform as expected? Are the claims made on the labels of the product really accurate? Consumers can often find additional information about a product's quality from print and web-based advertising, personal recommendations, and independent reviews, such as those found in Consumer Reports. Independent reviews are really important, you guys, because um, when you buy a product, it'll say reviews next to it, and you really need to read the reviews and you need to see how many are there. If there's only one or two reviews, that typically is not a good gauge in figuring out whether the product is good. But if you see like 80 reviews up to, 300 reviews. In the case of me looking at a review for the UPS company who delivers packages, they had over 7,000 reviews, and they could only rate a 1 on the star rating system that's put in place, which would tell me that UPS is not a very reliable source to get your packages from, based off of the independent reviews. Let's move on to internet comparison shopping, because this is one of the places where we do use independent reviews. It helps us to gauge what we might want to purchase. In today's world, to be financially literate, one must know how to shop online. The internet has greatly expanded the scope of comparison shopping. Modern consumers can search the entire world for the best prices and products. Advantages. This is going to be a question on some of your homework. And the benefits of online shopping, that would be your advantages. Internet shopping, for example, on Google or Amazon. One of the advantages greatly increases the ease of comparison shopping. Two, consumers can find the lowest price for any product without leaving the comfort of their own home. Three, many consumers also like the convenience of having all the information on a product page, which they can review at their own pace. And then four, internet shoppers are thus, and here's four, able to avoid running from one store to another to see what stores carry and how much each one charges. So any of those four would be advantages that you could write onto your homework. Comparison shopping engines, and you can see a diagram over here of different comparison shopping engines. There are specific comparison shopping engines, or CSEs, to help consumers find and compare products. Online CSEs show the different merchants that sell each product. Each product is linked to the merchant's own website to allow consumers to purchase it with only a few more clicks of the computer mouse. Comparison shopping engines allow shoppers to compare brands, styles, colors, prices, and value. Shoppers can even read reviews, and there you go, independent reviews, from other consumers who have already purchased the product. Disadvantages of online shopping. There are some drawbacks of online shopping. Consumers miss the chance to touch and feel an item or to try it on, and that's one of the disadvantages. Another disadvantage is sometimes what appears to be a bargain may not be so when the cost of shipping and shipping the product to your home is added on. Also, when you shop online, you often do not know who you are dealing with. The internet has some deceitful vendors. It can be difficult to feel confident that the vendor will be available if there is a future problem with the product. Another disadvantage is returns to online sellers can also create problems for consumers. It is important to pay attention to an online retailer's return policy. Returns can be expensive since many sites do not pay for the cost of return shipping. And that is chapter 17. And you will be getting, you will be getting something similar to what you see here: content area, vocabulary, directions, classify these terms and phrases based on whether they most help consumers to find the best price for a good or service, or to evaluate its quality. And we'll be doing that later on. That is the end of this video for Chapter 17.